Hey, what's up, Speakerphiles? Wellington here and welcome to another video. Now, I already compared the Partybox 110 and the Partybox 100 during the blind listening test. You know what, maybe I'll also give you a sound sample in here just comparing the two so you can just hear how they sound in comparison to each other without having the XP500 in the mix. So yes, we'll have another sound sample in this video too. But before we get to that and my thoughts about the changes between the sound differences of these two, I wanted to just point out a few things that are different between the two speakers that I personally love or like that they were implemented or changed on the Partybox 110 right here. The very first thing, actually, let's turn on the lights, because what kind of light speakers don't have lights on when they are being shown on the camera? That would not be right. Okay, so all right, now that we have the lights going, the very first thing that I do appreciate, latecomer, the very first thing that I do appreciate about the new speakers right here is the knobs. Just having the knobs to change volume, the knobs to change the lights. Maybe not so much for the lights, because honestly I barely ever touch lights. I feel like they are always in the same mode. Maybe when I'm making videos, sometimes maybe I'll switch it up just to make it different so they don't like exactly match up. But I do like that the volume knob is a dial. Like it's awesome. I like the way it looks in comparison to the Partybox 100 here. I just love that. The second thing, I do like the rounded off design a little bit better, I guess, in comparison to this, but they are not very different. I mean, if you look at them just right now, they're not super different. It's not something I would die for. I think they do this just to make people that own the 100 or any other previous generation of product, just to make them feel like they are being left out, because anybody can tell that that's the old model kind of feeling. But honestly, the design is not very different, and I'll give you my opinion at the end of the video. Also, the bass boost right here on the previous model, it's either off and you don't see the lights on there, or it's on and the lights are on. Like, you can't tell if you are in bass boost 1 or bass boost 2 on the old model. With the new guy right here, when you are in bass boost 1, the lights are on but dimmer. Like the light for bass boost right there is on but it's dim. And then when you go to bass boost 2, it gets all brighter, so you can kind of tell which mode you are in. And then IPX4, no waterproof or anything on the old guys. So IPX4, it will take a splash of water, and I think that's why they have all those ports covered up in the back. I've already mentioned it in my other videos that they kind of need to tone down on the lights. Like, it is cool, like lights are cool, but come on, that's starting to look childish. I know some people love it, don't get me wrong. Personally, I think they should tone it down like Sony did with that XP line of speakers. Just a little bit of a glow of lights. I like the lights on the XG500, just a little bit of glow from the outside to the side. It's just, I like just that minimal lights, and JBL is just going out. They added strobe lights on this. Like, I guess before we talk about sound, let's get a sound sample so we can kind of talk about sound on the other side of it. As usual, I will be using a high quality binaural microphone, so for the best experience, please use headphones. With that said, let's hear the speakers speak briefly. And there you have it. What did you think? Let me know in the comment section down there. Okay, so what should we talk about first? Best performance, because I feel like that's what everybody's usually waiting for. It's about the same, maybe something like that a little bit. The 110 here seems to have a little bit of a tighter bass, but it's not very different from what you get on the 100 right here. I also feel like that the difference that I'm hearing could be because I've been using the 100 for a long time, because I have noticed that sometimes when I'm listening to loud music like outside, a lot of bass, in some songs I would hear the bass a little bit distorting a little bit on the 100, something I have not yet noticed on the new speaker right here. But like I said, it could just be because I've been using this guy for the last, I don't know, year and a half or so, and it's been my go-to speaker a lot of times when I'm outside, like working. I play it at maximum volume or very high volumes and just let it rip outside as I do my other things. And so it could be because of that you know, it's starting to get some sort of distortion in bass at maximum volume in some songs. But I feel like overall it's about the same bass, a little bit tighter, but you know, about the same. The mids are a different case. I feel like the 100 is doing a lot better than this guy here, the 110. You kind of get the mids pretty good, and the highs I feel like they are a little bit better on the 100 than they are on the 110 right here. But overall, like you guys know, the sound signature of JBL is going to be about the same. I just don't like that the mids are a little bit taken out on the new speaker, the 110 right here. Like, if you're just listening to it, you might not really notice it if it's just by itself, but like you just heard, if they're playing back to back, you can literally hear that yes, with the 110 you are missing something in the center, like the vocals and all those mid-range frequencies a little bit lower than I personally would love, but overall it's a good speaker. It's a good speaker to listen to. But honestly, if I was like blinded as we are and just listen to sound and decide what I prefer between the two, I feel like I might gravitate towards the sound of the 100 right here. And so, should you upgrade? Should you upgrade? No. If you have the 100, I mean, unless you have to, unless you want to, unless you're like, well, people will see that this is the old version and the new version looks like that, people will know and call me cheap or whatever. Please, if you're that kind of person, maybe you should, but, or if you're just someone who just does that, like that's your cycle of stuff, you know, my video will not stop you from doing that. But I feel like if you already own the 100, there's honestly no need to upgrade to the new speaker. Like, I don't know, but you can if you want to. But as far as sound, I feel like it's not a big difference that would require you to upgrade to the new speaker, unless you like those other things I just mentioned, the nice knobs, the bass boost button right there, and maybe the way this looks like, you're into that, like those things are understandable if that's what you prefer. But if you're just gonna be basing this strictly off of sound, I don't think you need to upgrade at all. That's just what I think. Anyways, that's it, I guess, for me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down there. But for now, what else did I not? Oh, loudness. Loudness is about the same. I know someone is going to ask me out there, but they are the same loudness, if that's something that helps you decide. There is not really much difference between the two when it comes to loudness. Although because this has slightly sharper highs and mids, it's going to appear louder than the 110 right here, because it has those other frequencies lower. So this guy here, if you're looking for loudness, it actually might be even the better case to go with, because it's of the sharper highs and the better mids, in my opinion. So it could be better in that case if you're looking for loudness, because those really do show up when you're outside. Anyways, I think that's it. I think that covers this video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.